Welcome to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. I'm Terry, Vito beside me, Nick down below. We have a couple more people joining us here shortly. A nice 6-game slate today. I have picks in all games except one. So I really do like today's card. It's a bit of a heavier card for me. I've been trying to go a little bit lighter, but today I absolutely love this card. So we'll jump right into it. The game I'll be most watching, Minnesota Wild minus 240 are in Ottawa plus 200, a total of 6 in this game. I will bring up the stats here. The Wild have had success against Ottawa. They are 4-0-1 in their last 5 games in Ottawa. The Wild have also won 9 games in a row against Ottawa in general, going back to, I believe it's 2016 or something like that. It's been a long time since Ottawa beat the Wild. The Wild are 3-2 in their last 5. 4 games went over, 1 game went under. Ottawa 2-4-1 in their last 7. 1 game went over, 6 games went under. Ottawa's heavily trending towards the under right now. Minnesota, as I said, 4-0-1 in the last 5 in Ottawa. 2 games went over, 3 games went under. The Wild over here have the advantage. Goals for, goals against, definitely power play, and penalty kills are about even here. The Wild's penalty kill is trending downwards. They have been letting in some power play goals, so that is something to watch. The Wild are 14-2-2 against the Eastern Conference this year. Talbot 19-10-1, 9.11 save percentage, 2.91 goals against. Forsberg 10-8-2, 916 save percentage, 2.78 goals against. So for here, I like the Wild. I'm definitely backing the Wild here. I will bring up my numbers for exactly what I'm on because I'm on a lot of bets today. Wild puck line, Kaprizov anytime goal, Fiala anytime goal, and Boldy anytime goal. Boldy anytime goal is plus 300. He's been absolutely killing it. I really like my Boldy to win the Calder Trophy bet, and I will be sticking to that. Vito, what do you think here, Wild and Senators?
All right, Wild and Senators today. It's Forsberg confirmed for the center side. Wild gonna have Talbot. I mean, Wild are huge favorites, right? Because Wild has beaten Senators in the last 9 games already. Uh, I think Senators have a decent chance today as well. This is a roadie, these games are always tricky. I would lean over on this game. Surprisingly, it's Ottawa, yeah, but still leaning over. Yeah, of course, still think Minnesota should win, but I have some different bets for today, so I skipped this game. I didn't grab it early. If I wanted to play it, it was great fight in regulation early. It was minus 110. Now it has dropped, and I'm not playing it. But yeah, leaning Wild, but leaning more over in this game.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see the over here. Talbot has been kind of struggling as of late. But Ottawa, the only thing that scares me off that is Ottawa tends not to score very much. But we'll see what happens. Nick, what do you think here, Wild and Senators?
Yeah, it's a spot here where there's a lot of chalk tonight. I'm aware of that, but I have a feeling we're looking at a live underdog in this game with the Ottawa Senators, to be completely honest. I don't know if they win this game straight up, but I think they put up at least 3 goals behind your buddy Talbot there. The Wild have really struggled defensively recently. They're giving up a lot of chances, and this is a team that that's given up a decent amount of high danger chances. I think they've given up 15 high danger chances per game in the last 2 games, which is just not going to get the job done defensively. And you're not going to have your goalies stand on their heads every single game. Eventually, you're going to have people scoring goals on you. And the Wild have given up at least 2.5 expected goals in 10 straight games. And at only minus 115, you can get the Ottawa Senators team total over 2.5. I think that is very live tonight. I got the full game over 5.5 around minus 130 as well. So I do think we see some goals here tonight. And I do think that the Ottawa Senators are a live underdog in this game. in this spot where I can see the Wild being one of those teams where also we got to keep in mind they are getting Thomas Chabot back as well, which is going to be kind of helpful.
Game time decision.
Game time decision. Well, if he is back, you're getting 25 to 30 minutes of a top defenseman, arguably one of your best players back in the lineup. So I think that the Sens here can put at least 3 goals past Talbot. I like the over in this game. I see probably a 5-3 game, something along those lines.
All right. As he said, Chabot is a star player, and we have seen what's happened this year to teams that get their star player back. They tend to rely on them a little bit too much, and it doesn't go so well. And also Chabot, yes, will help the offense, but he will also help Minnesota's offense because he's not very good defensively. But will help. He should help your team total over if he's effective. Weapon X, Wild and Senators. What do you think here?
I want to hear from other people first. You know where I'm going with this, anyways. We were chatting. I'm already on the Wild puck line, but yeah, I just don't like the spot for the Sens. I love Minnesota being hot. I know hiding chances, yada yada yada. There's also a question of can those players put it in the back of the net? I don't think they will. Even with Chabot back in the lineup, I am fading the Ottawa Senators here. I'm not going to touch an over or an under. I think the Wild just win by multiple goals in this one. That's it.
All right. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh, to this comment to Turnsey. Yes, my face might have been getting red there, but for some reason, sometimes my camera on my laptop must not be very good because sometimes my face actually goes really red. Not just when Nick's fading the Wild, but yeah, sometimes it actually goes red for anything. So there's that. Andy, welcome in. What do you think here at Wild and Senators?
Thanks, Terry. Hello, everyone. Sorry to be a little bit late. Is this the first game we're discussing?
Yes.
Great. Hope I don't steal Andy's thunder. 3 and 4, 4 and 6. 10 games. No, that's all right. I wasn't going to discuss that.
Wow.
For me, there's a couple of things I like in this game. Teams have had a lot of difficulty traveling up to Ottawa and playing in Ottawa. That's the first thing. The second thing is that Ottawa, although they've had 2 back-to-back losses, they were competitive. They only lost them by 1 goal. That was to Boston and to the Rangers. And now they're back home. In the last matchup between these 2 teams, it was a 1-goal decision, and I think it went to overtime, did it? It was very competitive, at least. It was 1 goal. I can't remember if it went to overtime or not.
Yeah, it did.
It did go to overtime, yeah.
Kaprizov's first goal of the year.
Okay. And then Chabot might be coming back. And the Wild... I love the Wild at home. I don't love the Wild on the road. They're 15-9-2 on the road, in fact. And since the restart, they've lost 3 of the last 6 games. So I think the value is on Ottawa here. Historically, over the last 3 to 4 seasons, no team is more profitable at these when priced at this odds than the Ottawa Senators in the National Hockey League. For me, the official play will be Ottawa plus 1.5 at -130. From a total point of view, I'd lean to the under. Senators' unders games are like Wild over games at home in terms of profitability. I wish it was a 6.5. It's only a 6. But if I was forced to play, I'd go under here. And I am going to sprinkle Ottawa money line. I think that they're live. I won't go heavy on it though because of the head-to-head dominance between these 2 teams. But officially, Ottawa plus 1.5.
All right. The comments here. Yes. So
Shuey!
Money Mac and Weapon X both did agree to do a shoey because of the Avalanche and the Leafs losses last night. Money Mac is usually available on the weekends, so let's just wait till
All of a sudden,
Saturday.
it's not going to be available for a while.
We'll wait till Saturday, and then we'll let the Weapon X and
Obviously, I'm not dumb enough to drink out of my own fucking shoes, which I've fucking wore for thousands of times. So I will be buying a shoe just so I could fucking drink a beer out of it and show it to all you mofos out there. Okay, so yeah, what the fuck, like I don't want to get any fucking foot disease and shit in my mouth, like.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we know you're kind of this, disease guys. You love these kind of things.
Of course, in Russia, they love that shit.
Put it on.
All right, and on that
background,
note,
you know?
we'll move on along here to the next game. Nashville Predators plus 190 are in Florida minus 230. A total of 6.5 in this game here. Nashville 1-4-1 in their last 6 games. 3 games went over, 2 under, a 1 landed on 6. Florida 7-1 in their last 8. 6 games went over, 2 games went under. Nashville 14-9-2 on the road. Florida 23-3 at home. That's not a typo. 23-3. Florida 3-1-1 in their last 5 games at home versus Nashville. Most of those being last year. 4 games went under, 1 game went over. If you look over here, Florida had the number 1 scoring team at home this year, 4.73. They also have an advantage here in goals against versus the Predators. Power plays are about even. Penalty kills about even here. No confirmed goalie for Nashville. Bobrovsky will start for Florida. 26-4-3, 919 save percentage, 2.51 goals against. I like the Predators here. I know they're I like the Panthers here. I know they're coming off a road trip. I know this is their first game at home. But if you see how Florida plays at home this year, you'll understand why I'm backing them. Florida puck line minus 1.5. My only bet in this game. And then I have Florida and a couple parlays, which I'll go over here at the end. But yeah, I think Florida wins this game. Vito, what do you think here, Preds and Panthers?
Yep. Florida is returning home from this trip. You already mentioned a lot of things actually when you talk. Well, if we just can see, Predators have lost 4 in a row. Predators are still a team which is in the playoffs at the moment, So they're a good team. 4 losses in a row, it's a lot. They have had 4 days off to reset their minds. They will play now. Panthers, they've been playing good level teams, Jets, Capitals, Hurricanes, so they should be ready for Panthers to go today. I think they are live dog, to be honest, in this game. Game, I think, goes over if Nashville gets some. We saw how Panthers finished their trip just now against Blackhawks. They were not too good in that game early. So I expect them maybe to not be good as well in this game early. I think we're going to see Panthers giving up the first goal in this game, then trying to chase it as always. Perhaps the game goes over. But if Nashville can win this, maybe they win it like 4-2. So yeah, I'm leaning over in this game.
All right. Before I go to Nick, the Ice Guys are having their betcast tonight. I will be on there for should be most of the night there. Great live betting opportunities. I already see a few games here, including this one. That could be a nice live betting opportunity. If it starts out slow, or like you said, if the Predators come out hot here, I will be backing Florida live. So definitely tune into the Ice Guys tonight for their live betting for the betcast. It'll be a ton of fun. Nick, Predators and Panthers. What do you think here?
Yeah. Wow. When I got this line, this line was about 20 cents better than what it is now, and that team totals moved a lot too. Let me see what the price I got. I got Florida here on the puck line at plus 125. I also got their team total 3.5 at minus 130. That's now at minus 177. So 2 decent line moves here. On the Panthers, just tons of money just pouring in on the Panthers here. I want to say the Preds are a live dog. Obviously, I bet the Panthers puck line. I feel like the two situations that's going to happen in this game is either Florida's going to cover the puck line or they're going to lose straight out. I have a feeling it could be either or. I think they show up, they get the win. I like Florida here in this spot. Team total over 3.5, but you can't really bet that now anymore at -177. And then the puck line for me as well.
All right. That's Sports Guy. Welcome in. We talked Senators and Wild, and then Predators and Panthers. So the floor is yours.
What's going on, boys? I think Senators Wild. I don't think I ended up taking anything. I don't hate that. I know Nick's on the Sens team total. I definitely lean towards taking that -110. I think the Wild defensively haven't looked great the last couple games. I know your boy Talbot's going in net. You used his stats to defend the Wild, and then you used his stats to sort of say you were a little scared. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna end up staying off. Might make an alternate total. I'm gonna make an alternate total parlay. Maybe I'll include something from that game in that. But I don't know. Ottawa seems to sort of be playing towards the under as of late. Forsberg's looked pretty decent in his last 4 starts. I think it's probably just gonna end up being a layoff for me. I don't think I can find any value on Minnesota at this point. So probably lay off. And then what was the next game?
Predators and Panthers.
Yeah, so I'm on. I think I took Florida puck line at +110. I get what you guys are saying. Florida coming back home here, but they're just so dominant at home. And this last stretch of play by the Preds here, just looking at expected goals, they've been outplayed, sort of as of late, and against good teams. Obviously, we know Saros is one of those guys who can come into any building and get you a win, but I don't know. I personally can't put money on the Preds right now. So I'll take a chance with the Preds on the puck line, leaning towards both teams to score in the first as well. But I think that's probably it. I think just those two for me.
All right. Before I go to Weapon X, yeah. So in the group chat earlier, Talbot does have a good record against Ottawa, but he has not been playing well as of late. So I am kind of torn on exactly what Talbot we're going to get tonight. My prediction is 4-1 Wild. So that is my prediction for the final score in that game. And then I'll bring this back up. Turnsey says he'll do a skatey. Okay, so if your Red Wings lose tomorrow against the Colorado Avalanche,
Come on,
you have to do a skatey.
He'll drink out of a skate?
Yeah, he'll drink out of a skate. How does that sound, Turnsey?
That's a +250 underdog.
If the Red Wings don't win, you got to do a skatey. But yeah, Weapon X, what do you think here, Preds and Panthers?
Yeah, for me, the Preds are definitely a live dog in this game, no doubt. The only thing I'm on in this game is both teams to score in the first period at +140. I like goals in first period, especially in Florida games at home. Florida's back at home after over 20 days they haven't played home. The Preds have had 4 days off to fucking cool off from their dumb play that they've been playing, and they can score. They can still keep up with the Preds, with the Panthers. I know the Panthers are the highest scoring team right now in the NHL. All that good stuff, yada yada yada. They're still stuck on the PK, and they haven't been too sharp on the power play either. So the Preds definitely have the firepower to get a couple of goals and even probably still this game, especially if Saros is in nets. That remains to be seen. Saros should be in nets since they haven't played in so long, unless there's some sort of injury or anything like that. Yeah. That's all I'm on. I'm probably gonna be on a couple of props here. Forsberg anytime goals, stuff like that.
All right. Yeah, I don't see anything confirmed for Saros when I looked last, but he has been in net for their last for all their losses recently. So I wouldn't actually be surprised if maybe they did go to Riddick, but not like he's going to actually help them.
I don't know, man. I can't see him going to Riddick.
They
in this
can't.
spot.
Not against Florida.
you got Saros coming off 4 days rest here. I think you got to go right back to your guy.
Basically,
Yeah, we'll see. As someone who's on Florida puck line, I wouldn't mind seeing Riddick, but
Big
yeah, it
save,
probably will.
Dave.
It probably will be Saros. But yeah, Nashville first period. Rich said that in the chat. If I was going to bet Nashville, it would definitely be in the first period, or Nashville to
can't
score
trust them
for
full
first.
game. Can't trust them full game. Florida's a team that can come back.
Exactly. There we go, Nick. Something we agree on right there. Frame that.
Are you gonna give him a thumbs up? Can we get a visual thumbs
Yeah!
up?
There we go. Nick's been waiting for that. Andy, what do you think here, Preds and Panthers?
Yeah, I agree with most of what was said. I'm going to take Florida on the puck line, plus money. Yeah, I really like that. I think there are a couple of dogs live tonight. I don't think the Predators are one of them, with the caveat that any team can win. Of course, we saw that last night. But yeah, I think Florida at home. They're kind of unstoppable, frankly.
Yeah.
And even if Nashville take a lead, I still won't be too concerned with my play. So we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Sorry, I was going to say the total while we've been talking has just moved to 7.
It's 7 in the.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, ordinarily I would be all over the over here. Just the one thing that is keeping me off this total is I think 7 of the last 8 head-to-heads in Florida have gone under. So yeah, I'm not going to take the under, but it's also stopping me from taking the over. So I'll just ride Florida minus 1.5 at plus 110, and I've also got Florida money line in a parlay with another game.
and no Florida games over 7 have hit, by the way.
Yeah, I think actually across the league, very few of the 7 totals have
The
gone
Toronto
over.
game's also at 7. It's fucking ridiculous right now.
We have 2 7s in one night. Kind of surprising there. Yeah, Nick, your background is kind of glitching there.
Yeah, I was
Nick
just trying to have a cool background of David Ayers for tonight.
Yeah, because it's a 2-year anniversary, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
We won't remind
these
these fans what happened because
I mean, it's not like they just lost to the Canadians or something, so we have to make them feel even worse.
exactly. We'll just let the poor Leafs fans suffer there. We'll go on to the next game. The Blues are in Philadelphia, minus 235 for the Blues here, plus 195 for the Flyers. A total of 6.5 in this game. The Flyers played yesterday, and Martin Jones was in net. Carter Hart is out with an eye infection. Blues
He doesn't want to play for Philly.
Sorry?
Oh, I just said he's probably got pink eye.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I did the quotations there. Blues 4-2-1 in their last 7 games. 3 games went over, 2 under, 2 landed on 6. Philly 2-3-2 in their last 7. 5 games went over, 1 under, 1 landed on 6. The Blues only 11-8-4 on the road. Philly 8-12-5 at home. Philly the slight edge when these two teams have faced each other. But that was a while ago since these two have faced each other. If you look at goals for, goals against, the Blues have an edge in both. If you look at power play, Philadelphia's power play is awful. Blues have the second best. Blues also have a pretty good penalty kill on the road, and the Flyers 78.5% do not. Binnington is confirmed for the Blues, 11-10-3, 898 save percentage, 3.35 goals against. What else can I say here? Philadelphia, we are not sure who's going to be in net for them. We could be getting Martin Jones on a back-to-back, or we could be getting Kirill Ustimenko, who they called up from the Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
Goalie post has Martin Jones confirmed.
Okay. So Martin Jones is confirmed. He's playing back-to-back. I love this play. I took the over 6 minus 120. Over 6 minus 120. And then I would still take it now at minus 6.5. I also have quite a few plays in this game. So Blues race to 4 plus 110. Full game over 6 minus 120. Blues on the puck line plus 120. Thomas over half an assist plus 100. Tarasenko over half an assist plus 120. And Pavel Buchnevich over half an assist plus 100. All three of these players have been lighting it up in the assist category. So I will take all three to get assists, and I hope I can get some. Vito, Blues and Flyers. What do you think here?
Yeah, well, talking about this game, Flyers, yeah, for back-to-back Jones, they're gonna play the second game in a row. I mean, who cares if his eye is infected? He doesn't see the puck anyways, man. So, God, so the Philly goalies are bad anyways, man. But yeah, I like Blues in this spot. I mean, I know they're on the last game of the road trip. They already dropped one game against Ottawa, so I don't think they want to drop another weak team here. Uh, another thing is there. Binnington in the net. Maybe I don't like that so much. I locked it yesterday in. Binnington is in the net. But I mean, the Blues also want to play better in front of Binnington. I mean, and I heard that the players thought. I mean, the Binnington took them to the Stanley Cup Finals back in 2019. So the team owes him to play better in front of him. So they tried to do that against Devils. Didn't work out. But that was first game after the break, right? So let's give it a break for them. So I think Binnington will be much better today. And another thing, well, for Craig Berube, which is the head coach for Blues, this is his 240 game with Blues tonight. So he's tying the Mares for 15 franchise history, but his coaching career started in Philadelphia. So that's a big game again for Coach Berube. We had that actually with Minnesota, I think, or no, one club, or Florida maybe. Florida's coach used to play for Wild, and they went in there, had a great performance, won that game 42, 20 goals and 62 in the end. So I think Berube also has started his career in Philadelphia as coach. He spent a lot of time there. I hope the team will get a win for him in Philadelphia tonight.
I hope so too. Cheshire Cat asks, is Dzingel playing tonight? Not that he's a game changer. He got claimed off waivers by
Toronto?
No.
He was traded to Toronto, and the Carter Hutton deal, and they gave him right back.
Oh, I thought somebody else claimed him on waivers. I'm not sure.
I can Google that real quick.
Maybe it was the Flyers. I'm not sure, but
was he in the Hutton trade? Or was
Yeah.
He was part of the Hutton trade. Sharks. No.
Or was he in
it
the
don't
Nick
matter.
Ritchie
I
trade?
think.
Sharks. He's on the Sharks now.
Yeah, he wasn't in the. He was in the first trade because they made two trades.
Yeah, the Nick Ritchie one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's with the Sharks.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's with the Sharks now.
No word if he'll start or not. Who are we on for this game? Sorry, Nick. Blues and Flyers.
Yeah. It's confirmed Jordan Binnington. Yeah, it's confirmed Jordan Binnington, Martin Jones. I like the Blues in this spot here. This is a Blues smash spot here for me, Blues puck line. I got it at plus 115 this morning. And to be honest, I can see Jordan Binnington having a really good game tonight. I think this is a good spot for him where he's going to come in, maybe give up a goal. I could see this being 4-1, 5-1 Blues. So I'm kind of leaning towards a Philly team total under because I think the Blues, after getting shut or losing the way they did against Toronto, want to kind of play a little bit better defensively. They beat Toronto. Wow, I had that score mixed up in my.
They lost to Ottawa, man. So
they lost. They lost to Montreal.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah, they lost to Montreal, and then they came back with a win against Toronto. I had that score mixed up there. But yeah, I think St. Louis, this is a game where they can shut down Philadelphia offensively. I know Philly's been scoring as of late, but I still don't trust Philly. I don't trust them here. I like the Blues on the puck line and a lean towards the team total under with the Philadelphia Flyers.
All right. Yeah, I totally agree with the Blues puck line with you. But I trust the Flyers offense a hell of a lot more than I trust Jordan Binnington. But that's just me. That's Sports Guy, Blues and Flyers. What do you think here?
I just got one play. Blues team total over 3.5 minus 125. I know initially I came into the group chat this morning without really looking at these games and thought Philly team total over 2.5 could be a look here. Like Nick said, they are playing better offensively as of late, but inevitably I just don't know if I can trust them. I don't know if I want to back anything pro Philly, especially on a back-to-back. I mean, offensively, they've put up some goals as of late, expected goal-wise as well. They're producing some chances. But I think the Blues win this game. I think we could see, I don't want to say a complete vintage Binnington performance, but I think we could see him play better. So I'll stick with the Blues team total and just rock with that.
All right. Weapon X, Blues and Flyers. What do you think here?
Yeah, Flyers on back-to-back is an automatic fade for me. I don't care who's in Nets for the Blues. Yeah, they had a bad game against Montreal, and then they picked it up real fast the next game against Toronto. So, puck line probably for me here for Blues. Where is it at? Plus 115 puck line Blues. That's another look I have here. I think we see probably a 6-3 game, something around there, maybe.
Sounds good to me. Sounds great. Andy, Blues and Flyers. What do you think here?
Yeah, I'm on 2 plays here. I'm on the over. Even at 6.5, I still like it and would back it. It's moved in the last couple of hours. I'm happy with over 6.5. And Blues puck line. Fading the Flyers has been extremely profitable this season, and fading them on a back-to-back even more so. And when you look at the Blues, they either lose the game or they win by the puck line. Very, very rarely do they win by 1 goal. It happens occasionally, but it's like 80% or 90% of their wins are by more than 1 goal. So I'll take Blues minus 1.5 plus money, plus 115, and the over 6.5 goals.
Yeah, I have over 6 in my alternate total parlay. I don't play the 6.5s, but over's definitely a look.
Yeah, I like the over.
Ryan's an under, just to remind everyone.
No, I just make smart bets, Alex. That's all.
Come on, bro. You're an under. We all know you're an under.
I cash unders. That must be a problem when you make money.
Yeah.
Right?
And Ryan, call me crazy on this one, but I wish I was able to play on the sports book. But DraftKings is offering the Blues to win and with a shutout at plus 750. I don't hate that.
I don't know. I personally, I'm off shutouts. I think we can talk to Alex about shutouts, maybe. If you hear,
I'm saying Binnington could look really good tonight because everybody's been shitting on him lately.
When was the last time
Nick,
you played?
you better pray I don't take a Bennington shutout. That's all I'm going to say.
I got to tell you that
Alex
it's one
takes
thing to sweat
Binnington
an
shutout,
under.
I will max play the Philadelphia Flyers team total over.
Smart man.
No, you do the opposite.
Ryan
You
said
take the
something
Flyers
right
shut
there.
up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Um,
You know what? Whatever shutout Alex takes, let's all experiment today. We'll take
Opposite team total. Cash it.
I will say, however, that it's very easy to take an over in a hockey game. It takes a lot more courage to take an under.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a big bet on the Boston Ottawa under in their game, and I was happy to get that one there. But yeah, unders are kind of sweaty sometimes, but
they will have their return. Just
And they have been returning. They have, yeah.
We'll jump here into the next game. Leafs minus 270 are in Columbus, plus 220. A total 7, plus 100 for the over, minus 120 for the under. The reason that this is at a 7 9 of Toronto's last 11 games have gone over 6. 8 of Columbus's last 9 games have gone over 6. These two teams are scoring a lot. Toronto 2-4 in their last 6. Columbus 7-2-0. They have played a lower competition, so this is a better competition that they're facing here. Leafs 14-9-2 on the road. Columbus 13-10-1 at home. Leafs a slight edge here in previous matchups. Goals for Leafs have the edge here, but Columbus can also score. Columbus not very good in goals against. Leafs giving up over 3 goals a game on the road. Amazing power play for the Leafs. Horrible power play for Columbus. Pretty good penalty kill for the Leafs. Comparable penalty kill here for the Columbus. Voracek has assists in 6 of his last 7 games. Laine has points in 9 straight games. Jenner has assists in 5 of his last 6 games. I'm on all 3 of these players to get assists. They're all plus money. Boone Jenner plus 155, I believe, to get an assist. He's got 5 of his last 6. Campbell's been letting in goals. Is he confirmed now? He was not confirmed. No, he's still not confirmed. But it's most likely going to be Campbell. Obviously, as Mrazek played last night.
Yeah.
Berube 1-0-0 this year, 917 save percentage, 3 goals against, and the 1 game he played against Buffalo. Leafs lost last night. They should be coming back here pissed off in this game. For me, I am on, as I said, the 3 Columbus players to get an assist, and that is it. I don't have a side or total in this game. I lean very heavily with the over 7. I see goals here, and I would not talk anybody off Columbus. The only issue with that is they are getting a very pissed Leafs team that lost last night. So for me, I'll take those 3 Columbus players to score and just hope that Columbus can get some goals here. Vito, Leafs and Blue Jackets. What do you think here?
Yeah, well, starting from Blue Jackets, they've been playing some low competition teams, and those teams those teams can score, but they are not Leafs. So if you look just at Columbus side, they will need to limit their mistakes a lot, because if they're gonna continue to make these mistakes like they did against Sabres or any other team against Leafs, the Leafs forwards will make them pay for it. Matthews will score like hat-trick today if they're gonna keep making those mistakes. So it's actually Toronto. Yeah, Toronto will skate fast, run around, shoot the puck. They will be pissed off. But Columbus, what they need to do, they need to limit their mistakes. But I'm not sure if they can do that. And plus you got this Berube in the net. So yeah, this game I think goes over definitely. But yeah, I'm on the Leafs in regulation. I took that yesterday in -120.
All right.
As soon as I saw it's 5-0 against Canadians, I kind of locked in Leafs. I believe in them. They're usually great bounce back team, even they outshoot the opposition.
All right. Nick, Leafs and Blue Jackets. What do you think here?
I think we're getting a very reasonable price for a team total of 2.5 when the game is a 7. Only -130 on the Blue Jackets here to score 3 goals tonight. I really like that. I don't know if the Blue Jackets win this game straight up, though. Like, if I were to bet this actual game, now, if you're laying -250 on the Maple Leafs tonight, you're out of your mind. This is not a team you should be laying -200 on the road with.
Especially with what they put up last night.
Especially what they did last night. But if I did not have anything on this game already, because I have the team total over 2.5 with the Blue Jackets, and I got it over 6 at 6.5 at -117 when the line first dropped this morning. So there's a beautiful thing about betting your line super early is you can beat some really nice slide movements. You can also be on the opposite side of those as well. But this is a spot here where I do expect goals in this game. I think the Blue Jackets put up at least 3 because this team has been putting up goals lately. So I don't see them slowing down now. And if I were to bet something like without anything on this game, I'd be looking towards the Leafs in the first period on the puck line. They expect them to come out pissed about what happened last night, wanting to step up, and it's a +110 for the first period puck line. So I don't hate that. I'm just not going to contradict my team total over with the Columbus Blue Jackets there. So I'm just going to go the team total over 2.5 with Columbus in the full game over. I got 6.5, and I believe if you shop around, there's still some 6.5s available. But yeah, I like over 6.5 and team total over 2.5 for the BJs.
All right. That's Sports Guy. What do you think here, Leafs and Blue Jackets?
Yeah, I think if the Jackets had Merzlikins going at home here, maybe I'd take a shot on them at plus 200 or whatever they're sitting at right now. But I think with this Berube guy going, I'm going to lay off aside. I just went with the Leafs race to 4. I think we see Toronto score. I think we saw it just the other day or not too long ago. They had a game in Vancouver where they lost a game they should have won. Came out, played the Kraken, and smacked them. We got a similar sort of thing here. I guess they're playing coming off a loss against the Habs where it was 5-0 at one point. So I think they'll be pissed off. I took Leafs race to 4 minus 110. I think I also have both teams to score in the first period at plus 135. The Jackets are scoring as of late, and they can score early as well. So I got those two, and I'm really debating this Toronto team total in the first period over 1.5. Might be a half unit play for me here, and then that's it.
Both teams to score. I don't know why I didn't look at that, but plus money for this game.
Yeah, plus I think it might be plus 130 now, plus 135, like in that range. But I mean,
wish that was available on my book.
That's a nice way to target this, I think.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Thanks for GP. That sounds really good. I'm going to look at that for sure. Weapon X, Leafs, and Blue Jackets. What do you think here?
Not touching the Leafs as a side. Columbus can be a dog. I just don't know about Berube. I do love goals in the first period. I fucking love alternative goals on the first period over 2.5. So I'm gonna go with that one.
What's that price on first period over 2.5? I think that might be a look instead of my Leafs over 1.5.
Plus 2. Over 2.5 is at plus 175 on CoolBet, and then on Bet365, if I go to the alternative total, we're going 165. So the books kind of tell you already. Usually the over 2.5, usually around 200. At plus 165, it's already juiced based on average. So I like that. I'll go with that. I also like them both to score in the first period. I think Toronto's going to want to get early goals like they didn't get last night. And Columbus has been scoring in the first period in the last 3 games. A lot. So I expect that trend to continue. Both teams are pretty soft defensively. So.
All right. Andy, Leafs and Blue Jackets. What do you think here? Oh, there's a bunch of static.
Andy's still out partying from the weekend, I think.
Andy, he's lurking again. He's like ghosting, lurking somewhere.
It's cutting in and out a lot there, Andy. Okay, yeah, he's gonna jump out and jump back in. Yeah, he'll jump back out and jump back in. We will go on to the next game here. Islanders are in Seattle. Islanders are in Seattle. Plus minus 155 for the Islanders, plus 135 for the Kraken in this game. I'll bring up my stats. This is a complete pass for me. I'm absolutely not touching this game whatsoever. I have zero opinions about it. Islanders 1-3-1 in their last 5. Seattle 2-5-0. Seattle trending to the over. Islanders to the under. Both teams have bad stats. The Islanders are pretty good on the penalty kill on the road. This is the pass for me. I'm not touching this game. I don't have any interest in it. Vito, what do you think here? Islanders and Kraken.
Man, this Islanders team, if you watched in the beginning of season, they were beating at least those lower tier teams. Now they have lost to Canadians, Sabres, man. So I don't know what to think about this team. I think they should win today for sure in regulation because first meeting Kraken won 3-0 in Islanders. And okay, maybe that doesn't change nothing in the season, but still, this Kraken team is now returning home from 3-game roadie. All 3 games they lost by a margin. I mean, they have had this all-star contest at their city and their new arena. I mean, when some time ago after that contest, they've been terrible. So cannot really see who to back. Only way how to play it, this one is of course Islanders. The over is at 5. I mean, I could also see this game getting to the 5 to be honest. So yeah, I am leaning Islanders here.
All right. Nick, I know you have to go soon. So Islanders Kraken, the final 2 games. What do you think? And then your best bet.
Yeah, good old New York Islanders, right? I took the under 5.5 in this game. I got it at -128. It's now -145 on my book, which is kind of crazy. I usually don't see numbers like that on a total. Usually they'll bump it down when it hits like -135, -140. I've never seen 145 as a total. But I did get it around -128, so I got a little bit better of a price there. Under 5.5. These are 2 teams that are poverty when it comes to offense. And this was one of those plays where it was this was one of my favorite plays of the day because this game was shouting under at me with the way the Islanders play and the way the Kraken are playing recently. So under 5.5 in this spot. The last game of the day, I like the Ducks. I got them in the first period on the money line at -140, and I took them full game puck line at +165. I think that the Ducks take care of a Sharks team that's looked like absolute crap recently. So that's where I'm in for the last 2 games, under 5.5 of the Islanders and Kraken. Ducks first period, money line and full game puck line.
All right, and best bet?
Best bet will be, I sent that in at -130. Now it's -200. It was going to be the Panthers team total over. Crap. I guess for my seeing that I can't do that anymore, we're going to go with Blues on the puck line here at +105 for my best bet. Now that Florida team total is at -200, and then my parlay piece is
what was the odds on that? Sorry,
+105 for the puck line.
Right, yeah, and parlay piece.
Blues money line.
All right, go Blues.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, Nick. You'll be on the Ice Guys Betcast later.
Potentially, yeah.
All right, so we'll see you there. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Yep. So that's Sports Guy. Islanders and Kraken. What do you think here?
Yeah, I got 2 plays. Islanders race to 3 goals +110, and Islanders in regulation +110. I was real close to taking the Islanders on the puck line at +185, but I think there's enough value on regulation at +110. For me, I like to fade bad teams when they return home. The Kraken are a bad team, and they're returning home. The Isles had that game before the All-Star break where I think, like Vito said, they got shut out by the Kraken on home ice. So a little bit of a revenge spot here. I really like the Isles tonight. I think that in regulation might end up being my best bet at +110. But give me those 2 plays, both at +110, and that's it.
All right. Carlos asks, what's a unit and a half unit? So the way I bet is I have a unit, like let's say $1,000. So either I bet $1,000 or a half unit, $500, or a quarter unit, $250. So units basically just a way of calculating your bets.
Yeah, it's like 1 unit is a standardized amount you would put down for 1 bet. Some people end up using 1% of their bankroll. Some people I've seen go up to 3% of their bankroll. It depends what you're comfortable with.
One goes with 50. Why not?
Yeah.
Like for me personally, 1 unit is $50. So if I say I'm on 1 unit, it's $50. If I say I'm playing it for a half unit, it's $25. Kind of like that.
That's that's based on anyone's bankroll and how much money you have. Your bankroll should never probably be like more than 8% of your income. I think that's a responsible way of betting. So some people are really rich and they got really high bankroll, but units will probably save your bankroll long term. So if you learn how to differentiate your units and go with that, it's gonna go a long way.
Weapon X, what do you think here, Islanders Kraken?
I fucking love the Owls in the spot. Last time they got shut out, it was Varlamov. They were playing pretty sloppy. I believe they were on back-to-backs too, or they had played some tough games before they played the Kraken last time.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a back-to-back, but I think they had a little tough stretch there, and then
they had some tough teams that they played. So, and then it was just one of those nights where they couldn't get anything going offensively. And yeah, I agree with what Ryan said. I'm like, you fade a team coming back home that's really bad, and the Kraken actually have looked a lot worse at home than they have been on the road. They're getting actually smacked at home. If you look at the numbers and you look at these games, I believe they allow like something like, they allow like 6, 5, and get blown out by multiple goals when they're at home. So for me on the Isles, they're one of my favorite teams to get on the puck line whenever they play a shitty team. So I'll be on the Isles puck line at plus 180. That's one, and I also like the race to 3 for the Islanders.
All right.
Yeah, I think
back.
that race to 3 is money, man, at plus 110. I don't think the Kraken score more than 2 tonight, especially if we see Sorokin go.
Yeah, I think Sorokin's confirmed.
Yeah, he is.
There we go.
Andy, welcome back. Hopefully the issue's fixed there. Sometimes things happen with the audio, but
yeah, usually if you step out from the party, you can end up hearing the guy, Andy.
Perfect.
Yeah, I lost you there, Ryan. I couldn't find you anywhere.
Ryan and Andy are party boys. They like to go to the mall a lot.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, that's better. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, back to the Leafs Columbus game. Look, I'm going under 7, which I know is very, very contrarian based on trends. But I just think when the Maple Leafs review what's happened in the last couple of games, they're clearly going to identify that one of the biggest problems has been their defense. And that's the easiest thing they can fix straight away, is to clamp down defensively. Columbus have scored back-to-back 7 goals themselves as a team. And I just think they're due for some major, major negative regression offensively. And, Toronto's really not scoring much. They only scored 1 goal against Molten Bolt. So I think overall, I like this to go under 7. I just also think in a day where everyone's on the over, and there's been days like this in the past where it just seems so easy that the over was the play. Everyone was on it, and then it ends up going under. And to be honest, I liked the under from the outset here in this particular game. So yeah, I'm going to go under 7, but it could be extremely sweaty. It also could be over in the first period.
True.
For Islanders Kraken, look, I like the under 5.5, but it's really juiced at minus 145, so I'm not going to touch that. No view on the side.
All right. We'll go on to the last game of the night here. Sharks plus 135 are in Anaheim, minus 155 for the Ducks. Total 5.5 in this game. Bring up my stats quickly. I'll zoom through. Sharks 1-5-3 in their last 9. Anaheim 1-3-1 in their last 5. Sharks trending towards the under. Ducks the over. San Jose 8-1-2 in their last 11 in Anaheim. They enjoy playing in Anaheim, that is for sure. 6 games went over, 5 under. 6 of 11 went to overtime. I'm taking the draw here. I'll be quick. I'll try to zoom through here. I'm taking the draw. I'm going to go with past history here, and think we get a close game. 2-2. I could see a 2-2 game here, maybe 3-3, and overtime. No opinion on who wins. I would lean with the Sharks, but I can't back the Sharks with how they're playing right now. So this is a draw spot for me. Vito, Sharks and Ducks. What do you think here?
Yeah, I was thinking about this game back and forth, and what I like. I think Ducks get some goals. I mean, Reimer has been cold. He's in net per has today. Stolas for Ducks. Yeah, I think the game can go easy over 5.5, guys. So that's what we talked about actually with
Yep.
Mr. Blee today. When you take over 5.5 in the games or under 5.5, oh no, yeah, under 5.5 as well. Take that in regulation. If you take over 5.5 in regulation, then it's better value than on a full game, because the game can end 2-2, and then you're gonna lose the bet. But if the game ends to get over 5.5, you need 3-2, and then you need 4-2, 3-3. That's gonna already work for you. So you don't need a full time over for 5.5. I don't know how to explain it, because the game, you don't need overtime. You cannot go to overtime and get it over 5.5, because you cannot go to overtime with a score 2-3 and then get an extra goal in overtime.
Yeah.
If you go with over 5.5, you have to go in regulation always, because there's no point losing the value and taking it full game, because the overtime gives you nothing, because the game will, basically there's no value in overtime. So yeah, actually you can find few books can offer you even this over at, what is this over at? You see, this one is minus 135. You can get at Coolbet. I know with Penix already checked. In Coolbet, you can get this over 5.5 at plus 125 in regulation.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, always when you go 5.5, you should go regulation over. But if you go over 6, then you should go full time, because if the game ends 3-3, you get that extra goal in the overtime to push you over.
All right. That's Sports Guy. Final game of the night here. What do you think?
I'm on the opposite side. I'm on under 5.5 here. Not a huge fan of what the Sharks have been doing offensively. Head to head, as of late, these teams have played to the under. So I took under 5.5 at plus 105.
All right. Sorry. Weapon X. So what do you think your Sharks Ducks?
Man, I was so happy what we were talking about with Vito, and now the fucking line has flipped completely.
What is it now?
I think because of the goalie confirmation. Fuck. Now it's minus 120. Yeah, so
minus 120 for a regulation line, you're seeing?
Yep. Total goals over 5.5, regulation only. Minus 120.
I also took that.
So that line fucking changed 40 cents.
Yeah, that was just a log, I think, actually, man, because it shouldn't be plus 120, plus 125 it was.
Bro, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I do like the over here with Stolarz and Reimer and nets. I can't see these goalies putting up much of a fight. Both these teams defensively kind of fucking suck. So I like the Ducks to win this game, but I don't know if I can trust them on the puck line with Stolarz and nets. So I'll probably go with the Ducks team total here at plus 114. That's going to be my play. That's including overtime.
All right. Andy, final game of the night. What do you think here, Sharks and Ducks?
I'm on the under with Ryan. I like under 5.5. No view on the side. From memory, San Jose has a very good record against Anaheim, don't they? Or in Anaheim?
8-1-2.
Yeah. So I agree with Weapon that this would be a Ducks spot based on form, but that I do pay attention to those historical head-to-heads when it's so lopsided. So that's going to keep me off the side from the total. I like the under. I think this game goes under. And then there was just on the previous game, I said that there was going to be. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. So that is the slate. We'll move on to best bets and best parlay pieces. Hopefully, that sports guy comes back here for this part. We'll see here. Vito has taken control. He is in first place by over a unit and a half. So he has control of first place. We'll see what he does today. For me, St. Louis, Philadelphia over 6, minus 125. And my best parlay piece, which is 21-3. I'm going the Wild to win, Minnesota money line for my parlay piece. Vito, what do you think here for your best bet?
Skip me for now. I'm thinking, haven't prepared anything.
Okay. Andy?
So best bet, I'll go with St. Louis Blues Philadelphia over 6.5, minus 105. On Bet365.
See, I went safe with the 6. You're going to go with the 6.5. Okay. Awesome. And best parlay piece?
And Panthers money line.
All right. So we got 3 different ones so far. Weapon X, what do you think here for your best bet, best parlay piece?
Yeah, I'm still looking at that. Need to catch up a little bit.
No worries. That sports guy.
Let's go. Parlay piece is going to be the Panthers money line. And best bet, I really don't know if I want to go Islanders and Reg or race to 3. Both are the same price, plus 110. Maybe give everybody a different look than that St. Louis Philadelphia game. That seems like everybody's got their best bet in that there. Shit. I don't know. Somebody got a coin? Somebody flip a coin. Heads, we go race to 3. Tails, we go in Reg.
Which one do you like better?
Come on.
I really don't know, man. I mean, there's the potential that we see a 3-2 overtime game in this Kraken game. Both teams not great offensively. Fuck it. Islanders in regulation, plus 110.
Islanders.
Knicks boys better not fucking let me down here, man.
The Buffalo game all over again.
Oh.
Islanders and Reg, okay, and Florida money line for your best parlay piece. Vito, that sports guy. Which one of you are ready here?
I'm gonna go with Blues regulation.
St. Louis.
Or no. Decided with the no. Give me Maple Leaf regulation. Maple Leaf.
Toronto in regulation. Do you have odds for that?
Well, minus 130 or what's it? Let me check. I have minus 135. That's what you have in your books. I have like mine. I locked in, of course, much higher. I locked in minus 120, but I think it's minus 135 now or minus 140.
I think it might be completely gone at this point, just with Berube gone. Thought I saw 145 on my book.
Let me quickly check here. So
minus 140, you can get it, man. I can see it here.
You can get it minus 140?
Yeah, minus. I was saying minus 145. I saw it at minus 140. That's still good.
Okay. Let me get that in here. Minus 140. All right, and parlay piece.
Parlay piece is give me Blues money line. I don't think they'll lose tonight.
All right, Weapon X. I'll give out Tim's. Tim sent me. I almost forgot his. He took the same best bet as me. St. Louis Philly over 6, and then he chose Florida money line for parlay piece. Weapon X. What do you think here for your best bet?
For the best bet. Oh wow, nice. Okay. Islanders puck line plus 190 on Bet365.
Eric Islanders -1.5 at plus 190.
Yep.
All right, and parlay piece.
Parlay piece. Let's go with Joel Eriksson Ek to get a point at -120.
Okay, so Minnesota making me type here. Eriksson Ek to get a point.
Yep. Against
All
Ottawa.
right. Okay. I'll quickly run through St. Louis, Philly over 6 for me. St. Louis -1.5 for Nick. St. Louis, Philly over 6.5 for Andy. Islanders and Reg for that sports guy. Toronto and Reg for Vito. Islanders -1.5 for Weapon X. St. Louis, Philly over 6 for Tim. Parlay pieces, Minnesota money line for me. St. Louis money line for Nick and Vito. Florida money line for Andy, that sports guy, and Tim. And Weapon X chose Eriksson Ek to get a point. That is the show. Everybody hit the like button, the subscribe button. Check out the Ice Guys tonight for the live betcast. We'll definitely be making some money there. So check that out. And we will see you back again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, for another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. Thanks, everybody, and best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. Best of luck.
No problem,
Bye,
guys.
guys.